Hi everyone, I'm here with a little show and tell video, and it's an unboxing video, which are kind of goofy, but can't deny the thrill of opening a box, especially a magic mystery box. And this magic mystery box is from a magic store in New York called Tannen's. Before we open the box, I'll tell you a little of the backstory of why I got this box. It kind of starts with this book, A Moral Man, A True Story and Other Lies by Derek Delgadio. And for those of you who don't know, Derek Delgadio is a magician and storyteller and performance artist. He did a show in New York called In and of Itself that I really wanted to see. I almost planned a trip around going to see it, but the timing never worked out. I didn't know much about it other than that it was supposed to be really good and kind of more than a magic show. They were able to film a version of the show, multiple performances, and the show and the film were directed by Frank Oz, the very same Frank Oz. It's hard to really describe it, but it's kind of a little bit of stories about his life, and about questions of identity, and I just recommend you go see it, because I'm not doing a very good job of describing it. Now you can, I think, see it in Canada, at least on Crave. You can tell lots of people who saw it were moved by it. Stephen Colbert and his wife saw it, and they executive produced the movie version of it. The book has some blurbs from Tom Hanks and Neil Gaiman, so that kind of shows you some of the friends in high places and the high praise he has received. They were selling this book at Tannen's Magic Shop, a signed copy. And you also got a chance to sit in on a Zoom call with Derek and another magician, I think. Which happened yesterday. At the same time I bought the book, I bought this magic mystery box. And this has a story behind it. Tannen has been around for many, many years in New York. And they sell magic tricks and magic books and cards and all sorts of magic-related history. And J.J. Abrams, the writer-director behind Lost and the new Star Wars movies, who's known for his mystery box type shows and narratives. He did a TED Talk a few years ago where he actually brought his Tannen's Magic Mystery Box that was given to him by his grandfather when he was a kid, and he has never opened that box. And he kind of keeps it with him as a memory of his grandfather, but also the kind of power of that mystery of what's inside the box. That has kind of guided J.J. Abrams' stories all through his life. Anyone can buy these boxes, and it's kind of a neat keepsake. And I've been hanging on to this for a few weeks, but I don't have the discipline or the inclination to hang on to it for years and years to come. I want to know what's inside the box. So the box is like $25, and you're guaranteed $50 worth of magic. So why don't we open this up and see what's in this box? And I have no idea really what to expect. It's very light. I can hear some packaging inside. And I bet once I open this, I'm gonna still keep the box. So we got some brown paper. Our first thing, Kenton Knepper's The Lady Travels. A randomly selected card has its corner torn off, handed to the spectator to hold. The torn card disappears, and every card can be shown whole as proof. the torn card turned up in a most unusual place. No switches, no kidding, just pure Kenton wizardry as usual. So that is some sort of magic trick, and it'll have instructions for how to do that. I have never really done any magic before. I've always been interested in magic, but never really had a... Actually, when I think about it, when I was a kid during the summer reading club in Edmonton, the head, I guess he was the head children's librarian, Mr. Bell, was a magic enthusiast, and one of the summer reading club programs was teaching us magic tricks, so there's a little bit of history there. Whoa, what do we got here? So we got, it looks like a DVD called Reflection. Discover the secrets of a true sleight of hand artist and experience the deviant card magic of Bill Goodwin. Sounds good to me. Sounds awesome. And there's one more thing in here. Ooh. The Uri Geller trilogy. 3 DVDs all about Uri Geller, one of the world's most investigated and celebrated mystifier, famous around the globe for his mind-bending abilities. Led a unique life shrouded in debate, controversy, and mystery. This is kind of hilarious because I've recently saw a documentary about James Randi, a Canadian magician and skeptic who was famous in the 70s for debunking Uri Geller and his spoon-bending abilities. Except Uri Geller it's kind of very interesting because he, even though he was debunked and kind of lost faith, he came back and still to this day still says he has the power to do all these mystical things. And he was actually in that documentary with James Randi. Yeah, it's kind of a very interesting guy. So kind of fascinated to see his story from his own perspective. And that is what's in this mystery box. And that's kind of the fun of it. You never know what you're going to get, but $25 American, and I guess shipping, 2 DVDs, and a magic trick, which I will try to learn.